Ladies, gents, oddies, sorry, welcome, ladies, gents, oddies, and all the in between to my Insomnia files. I am CrimsonSlave. Welcome. This week has been interesting. And I say it's been interesting because, when you have a bad week and it feels longer than you think it is? I somehow think that this week feels like a week, maybe like a month. And I think it's because I had so many things happen on Monday. Tuesday was weird. Wednesday, bad. Thursday, Friday, today. So I'll go through this whole week. First thing I want to say is that I'm starting to get tired of being sick on Sundays. Don't know what it is. Don't explain it. And I've talked to my doctor about it. I'll get to that point later. But I'm starting to be sick about being sick on Sundays because it feels like, unlike people who just don't go to work or something like that, I don't get anything accomplished today. I do this, and then maybe I'll stream something. Maybe I'll play something with Strider later. I don't know, but I don't really get anything accomplished on Sundays because despite the fact that I'm here most of the day, it's not like I'm watching Netflix or browsing new content. I'm doubled over in bed with abdominal pain and trying my best not to throw up, or throwing up and trying to recover from throwing up. And it's not the best way I spend my Sundays. That said, last week I had a plan to make another video. That didn't work out because I went to sleep and didn't wake up until like 12 o'clock. I had a plan overall, and that plan was to wake up at 11:30, make the video, get it online. That didn't work out because I fell asleep. And falling asleep, I set an alarm, but I didn't set the alarm for the right time because I didn't tell Seer to do it. I just did it myself. That was the problem. So there's that. Now, going forward, Sunday, we're gonna leave that in last week. That's all last week. I pointed out some things that happened. I had some things to talk about. We're in this week now. We can't go back. We must march forward with time. This week, Monday, I would say a lot of events happened Monday. Two good, two good, one bad, one extremely bizarre. So I'll go in the process of which they happened. Monday, I had a dream. I had a dream featuring a person that I super dislike and I feel is at the root of some of my problems. I have never had a dream about this person. I didn't have it until that Sunday. Sorry, until Monday morning. Sunday night. Whatever, how you want to cut that. Weird dream. I will say something interesting about the dream. I had weird banter with him. Not great banter. We obviously didn't like each other, even in the dream. That was weird. I showed up to some place I've never been to in a dream. I met four people that I've never fucking met ever in any dreams. And I thought that entire situation, that entire dream, was weird. It put me off. And it like disrupted a lot of other dreams, I think, because I couldn't really get settled very well. But then again, I woke up sick, so who can say how that day was going to go from that point forward? Now, I woke up sick, as I just said, on Monday, and after taking some medication, waiting it out, eating something, waiting that out, I was able to drive to work and went to work. Now, on my drives to work, I tried to fill my brain some of my free time with things, and I decided to go through my vast library of audiobooks that I'm just accruing over time, and I decided to start The Faceless Woman That Lives in Your House. A Night Vale book. I bought it forever ago. Don't remember when I bought it, but I remember I bought it at some point. I like Night Vale. I have not listened to it in a while. I need to get back into it because I super love the story and where it's going. And I think from like snippets what I've seen on Tumblr, it may be ending or the show may be ending. And other stuff, I don't officially know because I haven't listened to it in a very long time. I started listening to it at some point last year on my drives to Maryland. Maybe that's connected to this. Who can say? But it's not my point. I started listening to Faces Woman That Secretly Lives in Your House. Super love the story. I don't know how far I got into it, but I think I super like it. It's a really interesting thing. How it's bouncing between her life and her current harassing of this person to make his life better. Super interesting. Can't wait to get more into the story. Super like the book. Now, that was that. And then I got to work, and I got through work. I had a few moments. I think I wasn't going to make it through my entire shift, but I did. I was 2 hours late, but I made it through my entire shift. And I thought this would be a good thing. I got off from work, realized I didn't have a lot of money left. I decided to cut some costs, went to Sam's Club, got myself lunch, had a small conversation with my mother, had this weird 10-second blip of something that I'm going to keep to myself. But I felt that 10-second blip super bizarre. And yeah. And that brings me to, I think, the lower point of the day. And that would be Grell showed up to yell at me. Now, I don't know how I will continue. I don't. Okay. Let me rephrase that. Every story, every story is a villain. I get that. And Grell has decided that I am a person that does things. So she showed up, blamed for something that I didn't do. I tried to make some valid points against her original reasoning of why what she believes I did didn't happen, or why that wouldn't make sense, but I'm still blamed for it. So in the end, it doesn't matter because in the end, Grell's opinion is the opinion that matters most in this situation. So there's that. But I will say, it gave me possibly one of the most interesting things said to me. Because somewhere in this conversation, I pointed out who would go through the trouble of doing that? No one cares about me. And her reply was, and no one ever should. It's interesting, it's poignant, it's really fucked up, and it's mean. A super deep dig. And I think that I have to like encapsulate that into this year for everything that it is. No one cares about me, and no one ever should. It's just interesting. It just is. Now, that was Monday. So like after that, my conversation, I was doing things, kind of all shut down because the combination of confusion, annoyance, the beginnings of anger, confusion again, and the logic that which brought her over to yell at me collided, and I just gave up on the rest of the night. I literally did. I tried to like watch some more stuff, put some of that in my mind, couldn't get to that point. I wanted to. I tried. And it is what it is. Now, Tuesday, I woke up, got extremely sick. Woke up, got extremely sick, had to call Amazon, do a bunch of stuff. Basically destroyed my ability to go to work for the rest of the week. It wasn't that big of a deal. I was gonna have a lot of problems with the rest of my week anyway with how sick I ended up being. But that leads me to just saying Tuesday was a bad day. I was sick, hated it, threw up a few times, was super sick, and was just bad. On the other hand, Wednesday came around. Now, Wednesday, I got some correspondence back from my doctor via a phone call. And that was that my doctors read my emails because I wrote this really deep email. I think Monday or Sunday, one of the 2 days. I think I wrote two emails. I think I wrote one Sunday, Then I think I wrote another one on Tuesday, possibly. But they read it. They read it and they got me new medication. Now Wednesday, I was gonna have a weird day anyway because I was gonna have to leave work early to get to an appointment with my GI doctor, and that went as well as it was. Got new medication, kind of carving out the rest of the money that I actually had, and went to go see my GI doctor. So confirmed, I have gastroparesis. I have mild to severe gastroparesis. Super great. Super great for me. The only thing is that my doctor was like, diet and exercise should, like, dieting. Actually, she didn't say exercise. I mean, she used to like other doctors in the past. She said that dieting, the whole spacing out 6 meals across the day, would probably be the best point for it. But because that hasn't gotten better currently, that I'm gonna get medication. Now, the kicker is medication apparently everyone that takes it apparently is fine, and she's gonna apparently start my doses off small and elevate them if I'm not getting better. Now, I can't afford my medication currently because I have enough problems with like bills and stuff. Luckily, our car payment's figured out. This is the most important part to me about this week. But can't afford my medication currently. This will probably be a next week problem. But she did tell me one of the major side effects is that I might get some weird twitch with my jaw. And if I don't catch it in time, it'll be permanent. Which was not the information that I wanted going into this week. I've been blamed for something, this being kicked out thing still hovering over my head. I'm still throwing up, I'm not getting sicker, no one's giving me information. And then on top of that, I confirmed to have gastroparesis, and I have mild to severe gastroparesis. Because apparently, when I did my something emptying test, my body isn't expelling. My body in 4 hours only expelled 30% of the food, so 70% of the food that the eggs I ate kept my system, which is why I'm having this insane buildup in my stomach. Which is why the smaller dose of the food is going to be what's needed to keep me alive, probably. So there's that. Hilariously bad for me. Now, there was that. Now, the rest of my week, I would say, didn't go up from that point. It just didn't. I had a conversation with my family, who was super concerned about everything. Talked to Phoenix. Got some more stuff done, and I'm just getting that stuff done in that order. Nothing else really happened with my week. Get back up from that. One thing that happened my week was that last week I was super happy to get Cult of the Lamb. Still happy about it. Still like in the game. I think I'm 99 days into the game, and unfortunately, the game is glitching on me, which isn't great for my progress because I'm having problems with people being dissident and trying to figure out how to like do certain things, because I feel that a lot of people are becoming dissident because I can't do what they want me to do, and I just don't know what to do with it. It's just been a problem with the game. I don't know if it's a problem with me, or probably how the game's set up. Don't know. But it did get bad. I kind of like stopped playing it because like I had like 3 glitches. I couldn't figure out how to fix certain things. I had to leave the game, come back to it twice in the same session, and it just wasn't getting better. So I didn't know how to fix it. So I'm gonna go back to it at some point and try to fix it there. Don't know. But that has been the bullshit week that was my week. Now I think the only thing I can truly say outside of all that that was an upside is that I don't think I have anything else besides that. I thought I had 2 things that was good this week. I don't. Well, that was my week. Yep. So, yeah. This week's been bad for me. I've been sick most of the week. I haven't shaved. I feel horrible. And there's just things I want to do. Like I just want things to be better. But I think this week has showed me anything. And that super quote, and that super nice quote, and no one ever should. I just don't know what to think about the what word I want to use for it. The thing. I think I read something. I think recently, like maybe a while ago, that said that I felt super poignant. Life has many chapters. Don't let one bad chapter be the reason that you end the story early. And I think that in certain ways has been poignant in my life because I can look at like back at things and look at good and bad and look at the pluses and minuses of everything, and I can say that like I continue to forge forward, and that kind of goes hand in hand with the whole death is not the end of the story. If death is not the end of the story, sorry, death is only the end of the story if you assume the story is about you. Was a Knightfell quote, and I believe those two things are super important to my life in general, in certain ways. Kind of like how the Raven's important, but I have it on my own, on other reasons. I don't like this week. It's bad. Its retrospective hasn't been great for me, and I don't really know where to go up from here. I have to do stuff. I'm going to have to do things. Like, I'm not saying I don't have to do things currently, but pushing forward to getting things to a better state, I'm interested in getting to that point because I'm kind of ready to put what all this has been for this year behind me. Because there was a time period back in January where I felt that everything was starting to come together. I got a loan, I was able to pay it, I was still able to buy games, I was buying food, I was literally supporting myself every day after work, picking up Starbucks without worrying about extra money. I was paying bills on time, and I started to get sick and drifted away from that feeling of financial stability. And I miss it so much now because I could have gotten so much more stuff on track back then, but no one can know when the end of something is happening, when the start of something new is going to become. But that's what I have to say for this week. Next week things, I guess, because I think I'm done with this week, just in general and in life. I'm just done with this week. Next week things. Next week things, I have nothing planned. I have nothing figured out. Monday, I'm going to go Monday and pay my car payment. Maybe I throw up. Maybe I'll go up. That's my neighbors here. Monday, I'm making my car payment. If I can survive the entire week of working, I'm going to go see Bodies, 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 or The Invitation, whichever one's available when I get off work, and I'm going to go do that. And yeah, that's all I got for my week. I have no high hopes and I have no grand plans. I'm just trying to support life and get through another week if possible at this point. Because the last week problem. Like last week I was talking to Strider and he was trying to get me in a better mindset and I was encouraged by what he was saying and I was trying to get a better mindset to hope for things to get better. But that conversation with Grow kind of killed all that ability and like that clarity that I was picking up steam with. But that's it. All that said, this is a low bar, super low bar. I hope your week was better than mine. If your week did not involve frequently vomiting quiet anger and caged frustration, your week already better than mine. And I hope that your week continues to be better than mine. Because my life is just catastrophe coupled with dominoes of misfortune and some weird, bizarre race to see how far I can get in front of it until it crushes me. And I feel it's kind of my life currently. I believe technically that things will get better. I believe and pray. I've been praying a lot lately, actually. That like things will just get better, and I would have less problems that I have currently what I do in life. Bad times in my life. But that's it. If you are at all interested in how the movie I plan to go see works out, or if I can make it to next week, or if some more catastrophes show up, be sure to come back next Sunday when I'll make another video. And hopefully just keep pushing forward with life. Don't know. But until next week, ta.